So I've talked to so many people who all want to know how to become wealthy. And one of the first things I tell most people is that if you want to be wealthy, you have to start by developing the habits of the rich and wealthy. So in today's training video, I'm going to give you 3 powerful exercises that my mentor Lyle had me do when I was first starting my real estate business. Stay tuned. Hey, what's up, clever investors? Cody Sperber here, and today we're going to be talking about 3 powerful strategies or exercises that you could put yourself through and start doing today to start thinking and acting like the wealthy do. Now, these strategies, they were first introduced to me by my mentor, Lyle, and I think that they're going to be very powerful and extremely useful for you because they've helped me become the man and the entrepreneur that I am today. But like always, I just want to take a quick second to briefly welcome all the new channel visitors. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. This channel is all about strategies and techniques on breaking free of the rat race through creative real estate investing. So if that's something that interests you and you've been wanting to get into real estate, you're at the right place. Do yourself a favor, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell to turn on post notifications, and also let me know down in the comment section that you're new to the channel and I'll reply back with a free gift worth over 97 bucks. All right, for everybody else, welcome back. All right, so let's think about this. When you're first starting out, maybe you haven't been surrounded by a lot of success. Maybe you're one of the first people in your family to like really light up and turn on. And if you want to be in a place where you're thinking like the wealthy do, which is the first step, right? Your thoughts become things. You want to develop certain habits that will help you change your life and the lives of the people around you and the people that you care about, right? And so it's all about success habits. And to change your habits, you need to shock your everyday life by thinking different. Now, my mentor Lyle knew this better than any human alive today other than possibly my father. And he really taught me the concept of your big fat reason why. Now, this reason why would be the guiding light and the fuel that would propel me towards my dreams. But in order to really understand my why, I had to go through a process. And he put me through 3 exercises. And I'm going to go through them in detail real fast so that way you can do them correctly. They are creating the perfect vision board, creating daily affirmations that work, and number 3 is creating your own eulogy. All right? Now let's start with number 1, creating your own vision board. I call it the perfect vision board because, we've probably heard of vision boards. They're kind of, I don't want to say they're played out, but, a lot of people talk about creating a vision board. And if you've never heard of one, let me just break it down for you real fast. A vision board is simply a collage that you make on a poster board of pictures and words and things that you want to see about your future that you're going to manifest into your life. Now, a lot of people out there will tell you, put up cars and houses and travel and money on your vision board. And that stuff's okay, but I really want you to go the next layer deeper, right? And actually take some time to develop a vision board that matters for your life, one that invokes feelings. One that invokes an emotion when you look at it, all right? And how you do that is you ask yourself some important questions. Number 1, if you had the ideal personal life or the ideal family life, what would that look like? Now, as humans, we're social creatures, and we will thrive or not thrive based on the relationships of the people that surround us. So it's really important to visualize and create a mental image of exactly what the ideal life and friendships and family life will look like. Number 2, if you had the ideal work life or career life, what would that look like? If we're going to spend time creating the perfect family life, we also want to be able to float into work. Now, maybe you're somebody who's stuck in a cubicle and one of the things you put up on your vision board is like the picture of an amazing view where you're able to work in an office environment that is supportive of your creative side, and it really brings out that part of you. Maybe it's just the way your work is going to impact others. How are you going to serve others? What is it going to do for the people that interact with you and your customers? Number 3 is if you had the ideal financial life, what would that look like? And you got to be specific. So many people are like, I want to become a millionaire, I want to get rich, but really, what is the number? Have you ever sat there and really thought about what your number is? Now, I know it's kind of elusive because, trust me, it changes. At the beginning, when I first started my real estate business, my number I had in my head was $3,000 a month. And that's because that's about what I was making as a bookkeeper. And I thought, man, if I could just do my real estate business on the side as a side hustle and get to $3,000 a month in consistent revenue, then I can quit my job as a bookkeeper and do the real estate thing full time. And since I was so passionate about real estate, that made a lot of sense. And obviously, after you make $3,000, you kind of up your game a little bit. And then it hit $10,000, then it was $25,000, then it was $50,000 in a month, then it was $100,000 in a month, and it just keeps going. But there is a number where mentally you know that you're good. We're at a point in time where you built a financial wall around you and your family, and maybe it's an amount of cash flow that's consistently coming in from all the real estate you own. Maybe it's a retirement number. Maybe you say, hey, at $6 million, I'm done, and I'm going to let my assets ride. I'm going to stop trying to build, and I'm just going to enjoy the good life. All right? But it's important that you get clarity on this. These questions are going to help you think about what really matters in your life and what's most important to place on your vision board. Don't just throw a bunch of pictures of Lamborghinis and mansions up there. That's not going to help you. My first trial at a vision board, I had jets and cars and that kind of stuff. Lyle ripped it up. That was the end of that vision board. I had to move on to a deeper, more thoughtful one. All right? We're trying to help you in the long run. So really dig deep, think outside the norm, and make sure that you tailor this specifically to your career, your lifestyle, your family life, and your financials. So in this case, let's just say you want to tailor your vision board to your future as a creative real estate investor. And if you're a wholesaler, get specific about how many deals you want to do in the upcoming year. Maybe break it down as a big number for the year and then work backwards of how many you want to do each month. If you're a rehabber or a house flipper, how many homes do you want to flip in this current year? All of this information should be on your vision board, and your vision board should be somewhere where you're going to see it every single day. Now, let's talk about the next strategy, and that's creating daily affirmations that actually work. Now, in Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich, Chapter 4 goes in depth in this concept. Daily affirmations, they're like fuel to your subconscious mind. And if you follow any books about the law of attraction, then you already know that the subconscious mind, it has the ultimate power over where you go in your life. And in order to really get yourself mentally primed, you must write down your daily affirmations and say them aloud every single day, maybe when you wake up or right before you go to bed or before you walk into an important meeting. And you just repeat them. Repetition is key. Just like we're social creatures, and we thrive in the right environment, we will also thrive when we're developing the right internal talk, right? And it starts with your words having power, you taking the time to write down some powerful words, and then repeating them over and over and over a long period of time. What happens is you start to actually believe it. Maybe you're in a situation right now where it feels totally fake. Well, there's a reason people say fake it till you make it. I know this sounds corny, but you got to do this first before you become the person that you know you can become, right? Stop worrying about other people's opinions and just start speaking your future into existence, right? But you got to do it on a daily basis. Your affirmations can include some of the most important goals that you set for yourself, some characteristics that you want to see more of in yourself. You can be reflecting on things that you're most grateful for. The idea here is to have a list of 2 to 4 things that you can say every single day in repetition to get your mental state primed. All right, last strategy I want to talk with you about is creating your own eulogy. Pay attention because this is a very powerful exercise. I literally want you to put yourself into the mindset of what people are going to say about you once you're gone and they're speaking at your funeral. All right, I know this is a weird thing to do, but honestly, when my mentor asked me to do this, I thought he was nuts, but as I began to write down, which was hard, I stared at the blank piece of paper for a really long time, thinking, what would somebody actually say about me? And I started thinking about who were the people that were most important to me? Who would I want to talk? What are the things that I want them to say that I accomplished and I was remembered for in life? To this day, this exercise was so powerful. And it's one of the best things I've ever done because it helped me realize that having a plan for your life is more important than having a plan for your business. And so many of us get so zeroed in on how to create a business plan. How about a life plan? All right, when you're creating your eulogy, I want you to think about these questions. Number one, how do you want others to describe you? Number two, looking back, what kind of person would you have wanted to become? Number three, what personality traits do you want to have embodied through your life? Number four, in what ways do you want to change other people's lives? And how do you want to serve others? Now, this is going to be a wake-up call for a lot of you because you're going to realize pretty quickly that you're probably a long way away from where you are and who you want to become. And a lot of people live their lives thinking that they're somebody that they're actually not. Now, don't be discouraged, though. This just means that you have some work to do. But the whole point of this exercise is to really just take ownership and get real with yourself of this is who I am right now. And if I die today, what are people going to say about me? For me, it was like, oh, wow, he's good at making money. He's kind of an asshole. He's great at real estate. Like, okay, cool, but like, that's not what you want people to remember you by is like how much money you have in your bank. So I started going deeper and I started going upstream and starting to realize like, wow, like it's all about serving others. It's how you make people feel, which is way more important than how much money you have or what kind of car you drive or whether or not you live in a big house. Nobody cares about that stuff. All right, and these exercises really put all this stuff into perspective for me. So you now have 3 strategies that you need to put some time and energy and effort into. It's 2020. It's January of 2020. I don't know when you're watching this, but I'm releasing this in January 2020. And that means that you have a new opportunity to not just hit some New Year's resolutions, not just, write some things down and 2 weeks later forget all about them. This can become those success exercises that you put yourself through that constantly remind you that your thoughts turn into your habits, which then eventually build the confidence, then they become the beliefs, and then it becomes a lifestyle. And entrepreneurship is really a lifestyle, all right? And becoming a successful real estate investor is a large part of it has to do with the way you think, all right? So dig deep and understand your big fat reason why, and that's going to take you to the promised land. All right, guys and gals, that's all I have for you guys today. I know today's video was a little bit more heartfelt, more about mindset, but don't worry, I have some tactical real estate training coming out right around the corner. We're about to light it up, make 2020 the best decade of our lives. So go out there, do these exercises, and start to act and think like the wealthy do. That way you can get on your path towards prosperity. That's what I want for you. All right, as always, if you got value out of this training video, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button so you can subscribe to the channel, hang out with other like-minded folks on the road to financial freedom. I'm Cody Sperber, the original Clever Investor. Sign off for now. Take care. Comb your hair. Spurbs out.